Ganabelt! It's about time. I was beginning to worry you jumped ship like the rats you are.
You're not so fortunate. We're here to
What's up, Eddie?
what
do you mean what happened?
To avenge Zephyr.
You talk big, but don't you think you're forgetting something? Of your precious resistance groups, whether the Silver Swords or any others, none have ever dealt a blow to Renan domination. In each and every realm, the story is the same. Until you,
Oh, I took a small nut.
who wields the blazing sword of Calaglia, are different.
News of Balsef's defeat really took the wind out of your sails.
That brute? A bad case of brawn over brain. Certainly no loss to me. Still, even the smallest of sparks can grow into an inferno. I must give precedence to the task at hand, extinguishing you. Snuffing out your fire before
Game's
it
amazing.
spreads across the 5 realms.
I love it.
That's...
I'm just old. I can't do 24 hours anymore.
Well,
Nothing. I'm fine.
Ah, Ganabelt Valkyrus, Lord of Cyslodia, accept your challenge. Come and meet your death. You'll pay for what you did to my father! The feisty mouth wishes to bite the hand that feeds, does he?
I never wanted to serve you. I had no choice.
I'm on! Dragon Floor! Big Blast! Rain Blast! I'm on! You're mine! It's over!
Where are you going?
Here I come! You rat! I'm on! I'm taking it! Get lost! It's over!
I am paralyzed. Recover me.
Leave this to me.
There you go.
Take him down.
Here I come!
an Astro Art?
That's my cue.
Eat! Shut him down.
I'll split you in two! You're mine! Blink and you'll miss! That's enough! I'm on! Here I come! Here I come! You're finished!
Heal me.
I owe you one.
Dazzle!
I can carve through ready and raring.
I'm not done! I think not.
The barrier's been broken. Everyone, focus your attacks.
Oh, I missed my overdrive. I didn't realize.
Here's a healing arc. Here's the first aid. One last one.
Get low, get low. Oh shit. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blink and you'll miss it. It's over.
Let you all down.
You'll pay for that. I owe you one.
Shit. Don't worry about resurrecting. Use light bottle.
And more of this and I'll burn out. Try harder.
Ah. Oh, we used a lot of fucking apple jaws already. Am I dead? Holy shit, our CP's gone. Just, what the fuck happened to it?
I never miss.
This fist has got your name on him.
Shit. Heal law, heal law, heal law.
I can carve through armor.
Now.
Look sharp.
I really owe you one.
Drink deep the despair.
Channeling astral energy.
Damn it! Can't get any closer.
If this keeps up.
I can't. We can't do it.
The depths of despair consume you. Who commands all the astral planes. Once thou art cursed to expire into nothing.
Not today.
You stand bathed in heavenly wrath. It's over. Whilst thou cowerest
We're fucked. I need him to have a special. He doesn't have it.
the end is imminent.
Yeah.
Over. Insignificant.
Okay, only I died. I guess that's okay. Everyone needs health though.
Now return to dust.
Dragon swarm.
If we take another assault from that arc, we're done for. That mirage he created. It can channel all of his energy.
Guess we gotta get in quick and hit him hard.
Here, let me help. First aid. I never miss.
Dragon swarm.
Here's the wind. I'm out.
Oh, fuck.
It's over. Stay away from my friend.
Fuck, he went down already. Again? Shit. Alright, me. And then orange shell. And then no, don't bring him back to life. I got it. Jesus Christ. Clones are bad. I need to get rid of clones. All the CP's gone already. Heal me! I'm at low on health. No, I wasn't supposed to use that one. Shit, Shion's dead.
I never miss.
Oh. Fuck, I need more people. I actually need more people with more first in.
Here's the evil.
I'm out of life bottles. This last one. Hail me! We all need to heal. Do I use a treat here? I think I treat here.
The abyss still going?
I'll finish him first!
Whilst the depths of despair consume
Away!
More for the stockpile.
who commands all the astral flame.
Eat this! I'll run you through!
Where are you going?
I'll finish you here and now!
Hurry up!
Light energy.
Armor won't save you!
Here.
No! He's got 500 health.
Watch it!
Oh my god. Do I heal this? I have to.
Insignificant worm! Now return to dust!
Light
This should do it! It's over!
Sleep now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Well, that used a lot of resources.
Have you learned your lesson? No, not yet! For the sake of Lenegus and my fellow brethren on Dana, I will not! Shut your stupid mouth and
So this guy here, Benny, this is the son of the guy from the beginning that we were working with. He died.
No, I refuse to believe this.
Father
It
dead.
cannot end this way. If I die, my subjects will...
It's over. But Zephyr's still gone.
Focus on the positive. We defeated a lord, and under difficult circumstances too.
Focus on the positive? Zephyr's dead, Shion.
And the Renans ruled this world unimpeded for 3 centuries. Did you think there wouldn't be any sacrifices?
So Zephyr's life just doesn't matter? He's dead, Shion. Our friend is dead. We're fighting this damn war to keep people alive!
Yeah, you're right. This is a war. Did you just realize that? Zephyr wasn't the first to die, and he sure won't be the last. If you can't handle that, Alphen, then you should run back to Calaglia. And when you do, just remember to leave the blazing sword here, in safer hands.
What's that supposed to mean? Damn it. She just thinks she can say whatever she likes. Bickering among ourselves at a time like this isn't gonna get us anywhere. Especially at a time like this. All right. Fine.
So much for Ganabelt. Good riddance.
You said it.
So, was the Lord of Calaglia like Ganabelt too?
No. Balseph was huge, a real tough guy act. Now that I think of it, his crest was different too. His was a flaming cross.
Ah, I see. Anyway, what do you guys plan on doing from here?
We keep moving. 3 Renin Lords remain, and we won't rest until their thrones are empty as well. That work for you, Xion?
That was my endgame from the beginning. Hey, so if it's not too much trouble, could I maybe come along?
Isn't Cyslodia your home?
I mean, yes, but it's just, now that everyone knows what I've been hiding, well, it might be best to get as far away as I can until it all quiets down. Is that okay? I promise I'll pull my own weight.
Sure. You're welcome to join us.
Taking off, huh?
Yeah, thanks for everything.
It's too bad. I wish there was more we could do to pay you back for all you've done. I'll see to it personally that Zephyr's remains reach Calaglia safely.
What's next for Cyslodia?
I honestly couldn't tell you. The enemy infiltrated its way right to our core as a people. Only time will tell if we can rise above our suspicions and come together.
Zephyr once told me that so long as you don't give up, there's no wall that can't be torn down.
Sounds about right. And thanks to you, the greatest obstacle that was in our way is now gone. I suppose the rest of it will be up to us.
I look forward to seeing how far you'll go.
Oh, I almost forgot. Before you head off, there's something I wanted to give you.
Wow, look at you.
Durr.
It was a parting gift.
It's like speaking to one of the old Danon heroes from legend.
Where to next, then?
Elda Menancia. You're really going to travel in that thing?
Why not? It's not as heavy as it looks. Actually, there's someone I was hoping we could invite along with us.
You can't be serious.
Got someplace to be?
Not really. I mean, I can't stay here, of course. Then again, there's no one waiting for me back in Calaglia either. Plenty of ditches along the road.
I like the
Maybe I'll
guy.
find one to die in.
I like that guy's pants.
How about a fresh start?
After the kinds of things I've done, I don't know where I'd even begin.
Your father said that as long as you face the past, there's hope.
I think it might be a little late for that.
He also said he'd fought and lost all his life, but didn't regret it in the slightest. It's only over when you give up. Keep fighting, and even that wall inside you can be brought down. Don't you want to see what your dad saw on the other side of that wall? What he was fighting for?
Do you think I'm even worthy to?
That's for you to decide.
I'm sick of losing everything I love. Of running from life. Maybe all that's left is to just turn around and face it. Count me in.
Finally. I thought you'd never finish. We've still got a ways to go.
Here we go, Hootle.
Hootle. Cool. Give me food. Give me a sec. About 40 minutes. Chicken will be reading. It's about 3:10, 3:15-ish. Master Core of the Light.
This armor was a gift from Bregan. What if it really did belong to a Dahnan hero once upon a time?
Hey, did you make off with that armor while none of us were looking? Because I've gotta admit, you look pretty snazzy in it.
He didn't steal it, if that's what you mean. Bregan gave it to him as a parting gift.
Do you like the brother?
Right.
Brother.
Although it makes sense, I guess. It's like a symbol of rebellion in its own way.
Which is why it should have been your father wearing this, not me.
I don't know. I don't think he could have pulled it off like you, man.
No, I didn't say
Wonder what
brother.
the last wearer of this armor was dreaming of for Cyslodia when
it's
they
his son.
decided to rise up and fight.
Who knows? Anyone who could have answered that is long gone. Truth is always lost with the departed.
Are you saying there's no point in trying to understand why they gave up their lives?
No, only that it's impossible to know for sure. Look, I can tell that you're concerned about Cyslodia's future, but we do have other things to take care of. You can't shoulder all of the world's problems, Alphen. If you try to,
I like all the
you'll only
characters so
find
far.
yourself buried by the weight of it all.
Yeah, I know. My path is forward, and I'll do what I can, here and now.
You were born in Calaglia, right, Law?
Oh yeah. It's scalding hot all the time there, so I was shocked when I learned Cyslodia is the exact opposite. Not to mention dark.
Not anymore, thankfully.
How did you even manage to cross the border between realms? All 5 realms are supposed to be closed off, due to the nature of the crown contest.
What? Is this an interrogation now?
I didn't mean it like that. I just figured if a Dahnan like you was able to slip between realms, it could come in handy later.
Ah, good thinking. I don't think I really did anything all that creative, though.
What? Don't tell me you climbed over the walls of fire.
Oh, hell no. Not even Zeugles could do something that crazy. Nah, I stowed away.
In what?
Oh, you'll like this. The realms don't maintain much contact with each other, but there are resources each is looking to trade for. So, there are cargo convoys from each of the lords that go around a few times a year to lend those resources to each other.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. That was the only time the gates of Calaglia would ever open up.
Right. Obviously, they don't let Danins ride with them. So I snuck on board inside some cargo instead.
So you were carried out of the realm? You did great not getting caught. Way to go.
Let's just say I've always had a knack for sneaking around since I was little. I was also really desperate to get the hell out of Calaglia at the time. I had more guts than brains that day. If I had to guess, I probably wasn't the first one to ever do something like that. Danon or Renan.
I wonder if that's how Ganabelt, was able to hear about what happened in Calaglia so quickly.
So in other words, we should always assume that the enemy is informed about whatever it is that we may be up to, wherever we go.
I need a shop. We used like every healing resource we had on us. The last drip. Thanks, miss. Next time, I'll bring my mommy with me. I love that. I can't wait to see you two. Hey, you're that woman. Hmm? Have we met somewhere? Sorry, no. Just thinking about out loud.
Yeah!
Hey, you're that guy who helped liberate Calaglia. That was impressive stuff that you did. I wonder what all the people I ratted on are going to do to me. Drive me out of here? Maybe even lynch me? Wouldn't blame them for after everything I've done. I thought you had parents you were looking after. Yeah, well, they died. What the hell was I thinking back then? What you did might have been wrong, but you're still alive. As long as you are, it's never too late to turn things around. Don't throw the rest of your life away simply because of hindsight. So you're telling me to start living for others now? Not just my parents? Easy for you to say. You're a big hero. You can take it or leave it. I'm just telling you what I'd do in your shoes. Be glad you're not. So what is it you're going to do now instead? We're going to liberate Dana so that nobody like you has to make some sort of hardest choices ever again. Yeah, that's about what I expected to hear. There's no way anyone will ever forgive a dirty traitor like me. But I have to do something. Head into... Alright, you have any questions, Benny? Are you to catch you up? Or you good? Yeah, just take me here real quick.
We've reached our destination.
Alright. Life bottles. Let's get like 10 of these. Wow, that's all my cash. Fuck. Let's get 5-0. And hopefully we'll find someone along the way.
We've reached our destination.
Oh, this isn't it.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
You work tomorrow, yeah? Central Plaza. We need to go this way.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Thanks for letting me stick around, you guys.
Sure, we're happy to have you.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
But are you sure you don't want to head back to Calaglia?
Hosts. I got
Yeah.
2 follows. Host
I'm not
Army
sure
and
how I can
host
help yet.
Lily.
But for now,
There's gotta be
I'm going to
bots.
follow Alphen and see what happens next.
So I have host 00312 like 8 times.
Where does that drawbridge connect to?
No idea, but I've seen it get lowered. It can't be lowered from this side anyway, so it's useless to us.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Come one, come all! Your way! Dragon Swarm!
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause laws are.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Drawbridge is down, right? So we gotta go this way. There's a side quest here. Camp here for fast travel. Yeah. On this way.
Gotta break through!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. It's mine.
Come and face me! I'm not done! Go away! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Raining slash! You're mine!
One more time!
It's over! Eat this! Here I come!
Didn't even break a sweat.
I think I learned some new moves during the boss fight. What I get? I got lightning thrust. No, I have that. Maybe I didn't learn anything. Maybe it's other people learn things. Some big boys down there. It's a dead end though. Let's go.
An opponent like this should be easy. I'll run you through! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! I'll run you through!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Shut!
Well done!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Dude, the PS5's loading times is actually incredible.
Check out these
It's pretty
biceps.
incredible, I
Pretty
can't lie.
glorious, right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these puppies have yet to let me down.
Hey, new equipment!
It's gonna be hard to go back to like a PS2 or like a GameCube and actually have to sit through load times. It's gonna make playing older stuff miserable. We're gonna get so used to these load times.
Out of our way!
It's over! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Great! Max!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling. Dragon form!
You know what that means though?
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
I mean, speedrunners are gonna have no downtime to do anything. They're gonna have to really focus on their run. No time to piss, no time to get food during any of their fucking runs.
I'm on it! Blow away! We are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong. What about me?
They got flyers!
Unstoppable. Let us launch the mirror. Now.
All yours!
Get
My fists are crushing it out there.
Did I miss something down there? Is that ore? No, that's snow.
What's wrong?
Sure.
Hey,
Right.
right.
Hey!
Well? What? Shion.
Apple pie.
Boy, talk about a spry old man.
I
Bonk.
can't wait to see him again.
You really liked that apple pie, didn't you?
Large. I'm a large. I think there's something wrong with Shion, Vinny. She's always hungry. Like, always fucking hungry. She eats and she's still hungry. The girl's never had a full stomach yet. Oh, there's the owl. New glasses. Look at the, look what we got so far, dude. We got fucking weird shit. We got sunglasses, glasses, eye patch, bandage, some cat ear, dog ears, wolf ears, bunny ears, tails. Some fucking wing. We could be Sephiroth, bro. You got both wings on too. Oh, you can have the any weapon skin you want. That's cool.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Heck of a lot of fish swimming around in this pond, huh?
Are they edible?
Sure, they're edible, but we've got no way to catch any.
I think fishing is gonna be a thing in this game later.
I hate camping out.
Let's check out this area. No, I hate these guys.
No choice. You're mine!
Raging Cascade
It's over.
confiscated.
I'm on that freaking dragon form! Eat this!
Bring the home stretch, guys.
What she said? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Rob.
You and me? How come I get singled out?
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
More for the stockpile.
I'm on an astro
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Have you been customizing? Nah, I haven't put any weird dog ears, but I haven't turned anyone into a furry. Decided to keep everybody human. I like everybody the way they are. I don't want to put bunny ears on them and shit. I'll like show you the costumes. They let you preview the costumes before you buy them, which is pretty cool. Any weapons? No. I got although it did spoil me a sec. It told me my remaining party members what they look like.
I guess even someone as fashionable as you wouldn't know a whole lot about Dan and...
I didn't think it was gonna show me my other party members that I'm gonna get, but one of them's gonna be fucking hot. Look at her. I'm ready to get this girl. I didn't buy it. You can preview it before you buy it. It's cool. This guy looks so weird without his mask, doesn't he? You ready for the next one? The next one's badass. Ready? Boom! I fucking like this armor. All the SWEQ armor is awesome. I probably would I'd wear that over anything. Look at her hair. That's gotta be complicated. I like that this guy has a hoodie with everything. He's like me. Everything has to have a hoodie. This is definitely Nina from Tekken. Oh yeah, it says right there. Nina Williams, yep. What emote is this? Thanks. Thank you. I have no idea. What is that from? It's a guy bowing down. I don't know who it's supposed to be though.
armor, right?
Not really, no. Like, what's with that scarf? I don't remember that being with any of the armor we found back there.
It's a dude bowling.
Oh, well, remember how you told me you thought I'd look good wearing some blue? I took your advice to heart and decided to give it a go.
Oh, I see. Well, it suits you.
Would you say I've learned to spruce things up like you suggested?
I wouldn't go that far.
Let's make some food. Let's do... I'm down for this. It's only 10 minutes though. Let's do this. I haven't talked to Law yet. Let's talk to... Oh, they all want to talk. Let's keep talking to Xion, because she learns better healing spells. I'm down.
Shouldn't you be resting?
I wanted to talk with you for a bit.
Instead of Pogfish.
I don't really want to talk right now.
Right. I'll stop bothering you then.
I didn't say you were bothering me. Sorry. Don't take it personally. I'm just not used to being around other people, so I don't really know how to chit-chat.
Well, for a start, you let your guard down a little. Hey,
I don't-
here's a thought.
Is Pogfish
What if you tell me about your
a
childhood?
global emote?
What with my thorns and all, I didn't really have one.
I've seen
Not to
it,
speak of,
but I think
anyway.
that's someone's emote, isn't it?
Although, I guess I did have one friend.
Who was it?
A really old doll.
Oh.
When I was a little girl, the doll was the only thing I could touch and hold without worrying about my thorns hurting it. I would do things like dress it up or sit it on my lap when I was eating. The two of us were practically inseparable.
Can I ask something?
Is it about the fact that I played with dolls?
No, it isn't. I only wanted to ask who gave you the doll in the first place.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Where is it now?
I had to leave it behind when I left Lenegus. I didn't have a choice. Most
Copyrighted.
likely it's long gone at this point.
That would suck.
You go ahead and sleep. I'm going to grab another bite to eat first. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Meow.
Law?
Yeah, sorry. Just a little travel weary is all. Looking forward to finally getting out of here, you know?
Still beating yourself up about your dad, aren't you?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But that's not what I was just thinking about.
Oh?
I never did tell you how I ended up hanging around with the Snake Eyes.
There you
did
go.
I?
Not properly.
Sabah
All I
Pang.
know is you had a falling out with your dad and ran away from home.
Getting to Cyslodia almost killed me. Once there, though, I actually ended up joining a resistance organization, believe it or not. Of course, before long, someone ratted us out. And we were ambushed by the Snake Eyes. I'd never seen such brutality. If I hadn't surrendered...
How do you like in Richard? Wait, commercials?
I don't know why. They let me live.
You got ads?
They made me watch as they butchered my friends right in front of my eyes. I still have nightmares. I hear roars of Zeugles as my friends scream. The snow stained red with blood. And all the while those bastards laughing.
Is Twitch giving everybody
I thought that with
ads
Cannibal
now?
defeated, I'd be able to put it all behind me. Turns out that was a little optimistic. I was terrified they would kill me too. So I wound up betraying the memory of my friends and getting my old man killed in the process. I wonder if I'm any braver now. What if one day I panic again and end up running away like always?
And leave us behind? You really think you'd do that?
I hope not. But who's to say what I'm really capable of?
That sucks.
I found you.
Something wrong, Rinwell?
How very perceptive of you. When I turned around, you were gone, so we came back to look for you.
Maybe tell us next time you decide to stop. We need all our manpower to face these Zeugles.
I thought only partners
Jeez, okay.
were forced
I
ads.
can't help it when nature calls, can I?
Nature? Ew, gross! Here?
Let's make tracks, shall we?
I hope he makes it through this.
You invited him along. He's your liability.
He's Zephyr's son, Shion. What was I supposed to do? Just leave him?
Fine. Just don't come crying to me about it, all right? I've got enough deadbeats slowing me down as it is.
Damn.
Why did people dig this path so far underground?
Maybe it was too dangerous on the mountains for them to traverse over them.
So you're saying that before Dahna was conquered, Dahnans made this so that they'd have a way to get through the mountains?
If I had to guess, they might have even lived inside of these once upon a time.
Not like there's any way of knowing now. Not after all our history was lost.
No, it wasn't lost. It was stolen from us by the Renans because they thought slaves didn't need it. And because keeping it around would have made it harder to control us.
How's Witcher 3,
It's not all
Ella?
gone. Look at that over there.
How's it been?
What is it? It looks like a broken piece from a dish or something.
Probably. It's true the Renans erase a lot of our history. But if we look hard enough, I think we'll find there's still plenty of it left. But first, we have to win the freedom to even look for it.
We'll win it all right. Then we'll reclaim our history.
Also, the guy, this game is hype. Oh yeah, it's super hype. What's up, Bob Parker? The main character, Elo, plays Janice in Smite. It's Janice's voice actor. What are these things? Boomies. I don't like the sound of that.
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
Now!
Take this! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
It's over! All yours! I'll run you through!
I can't lay a finger on you.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Just watch and see.
Do it! Here I come!
Bum, bum, bum.
That extra training paid off.
I've been doing pretty well, man. How you been? Alright, we have 2 ways to go down. This one's just a jump down, the other one's a ladder. Do we take the ladder or do we drop? I say we drop. I think the ladder is for just getting up.
I guess Messia is the first place we met. Hala.
Yeah, I was a snake eye and you were a silver sword. Who would have thought we'd end up
Life
on the
bottles,
same
we need
team?
those.
You make an odd pair. It's true.
You guys are the odd ones, running with a Renin.
Nope, didn't make that. Can't make it back. I think that was good that we dropped. This water looks clean, dude. Oh, them snails? Snail crabs? So that's where we would have climbed down probably. Was anything up here? Oh, did I miss that? They look like snails and crabs together. Been playing the heck out of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic? Did that release? The remastered?
Be my guest!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
You getting ready for it? Oh, okay. We got overdrive.
That's my cue.
You made quick work of them!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out. These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
It did not let me use my special.
Hold together. Just a little longer.
Thanks for the sympathy.
Get it together. With this, I can become even stronger.
Careful you don't burn yourself out, man. You gotta save some room for the remaster. I don't know when it's coming out though. I played it a long time ago. I haven't played Knights of the Old Republic in a long time. I probably give it a shot when it comes out. Whee!
I'm on it. That's enough.
Come one, come all.
Here I come. Eat this.
It's
They
over.
may
Try
look cute
harder.
and stuff,
No.
but they're vicious. Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
You're mine.
First strike.
Searing flame!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Blow away.
Ah, I'm always too slow on the juggling.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
That extra training paid off.
You'd watch some Knights of the Old Republic. I remember it being a good game. I'm pretty sure the multiplayer was really fun too back in the day. If it's the one I'm thinking it is. Can I make this jump? I'm gonna try and make this jump. Nope. Shell shockers. Mega Sonic Thrust. Nice.
If it hides, just bash it out again. Alright, it's showtime! Here's a healer! Glad you have their uses.
Yes, I need you,
I'll show you
remember?
how useful I can be.
You're mine.
First strike.
Lightning orb! Here's a healing arm! Leave the enemy's arc to me!
I'll finish you. No complaints here.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
This will come in handy. The waters of do it! See you through!
Eat dirt.
Oops.
Go! I'm only getting searing flame! Lightning orb!
Great.
I'm kind of upset that Twitch is now forcing ads on my viewers. Like, pretty sure it's like hard enough to watch my channel as is. Now they gotta watch ads. How am I supposed to get anywhere?
No backing down. I'm on it. That's enough. Here I come.
Here goes!
It's over.
Lightning
Bang blast.
Raining flash. Here I come. You're finished.
Blow away.
Here's a healing arm!
Be still. You're finished. Mirage. You're finished.
Annihilation!
Now I'm in the groove.
Here I come. It's over.
This one's mine!
Take this. Do it. It's over.
The only thing I can do now is like I gotta pay attention to the pre-roll ad counter, and I'd have to like pause my game and roll ads so people don't miss stuff, which sucks.
Out of our way!
Here I come.
Eat this.
Raining flash. Dragon form.
We are freaking invincible.
Falcon and the others truly are strong! What about me? Burning strike!
Here, let me help.
It's over.
Blow away.
Take
Blow away.
astral energy!
I'm practically unstoppable.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Lightning control!
This one's all mine.
Don't mind if I do! Feel!
Dragon form.
Let's get you all tucked away!
Raining flash.
Here's the evil!
I'm
Lightning
not
orb!
done.
Freeze
Dragon
the
form.
Let's go! Dance in the wind! Air through the Astral energy!
Say no more.
Well done. Do it. Go. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
No complaints from me.
Is there stairs down here? How do I get back up? Do I have to swim around?
Little help.
You're mine! I'm like bait to them.
Not today.
Reload.
Dragon form.
Dance to the wind. Take clear.
You're mine.
Let's get you out of the way. Magic is
Here I come.
here. Reload.
Dragon
Here's
form.
a healing art.
Take this.
Away!
Thanks.
Yay! I got another first aid character.
Form. Take this.
That should help a lot.
Here's a lightning condensed. Here
We
goes.
did it.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Raining slash.
Spread.
That's what I like to hear.
These guys are just constantly shocking the ground. This looks like the way forward. I want to go down here. Oh, it looks like there's a way. A chest? Is there a chest here? Nice. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I don't know why it's playing
Looks like
ads.
some solid
I didn't Twitch being dumb. I'm kind of upset about it. You gonna start Hitman up again? Nice. You gonna start right on 3, or you got some stuff to do in the other ones? I'm surprised I got Mega Sonic Thrust, even though I didn't learn regular Sonic Thrust. Rising Falcon. I think I need to get... I need to find a, Yes, this is actually kind of what I'm looking for. Increased counterattack damage. That'd be pretty good too. That's a hard choice. Let's do Rising Falcon. Near death defenses. I guess we could use that too. Might help us survive better. Increased casting art resilience sounds really fucking good. Knockout prevention also sounds good. I think I'm gonna do cast resilience, and she can cast heals for sure. She's kind of low on points. I think I'm trying to get recover for her, or I can get a buff. The buff might help too. This guy has some good stuff that we need to get. I like this. Let's just finish this one because we get some penetration bonus. Nice. So we finished that. Alright. We got a black onyx emblem here. It's health. 200 life. Seems pretty good. Gotcha. Gonna finish up too. Alright, I think I have to fight these guys. Alright.
No backing down.
Oh, I got special overdrive.
Coming through.
Inferno!
Scarlet Inferno.
Alright.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. That training's paying off.
Is it translated, Elo, or do you actually understand what's going on?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's
Why, thank you, Bob. I don't think you're talking to me. Yeah, I think he's talking to you, Elo.
I've used a bit too much healing.
I don't want to use orange gels. I need to find a resting spot. I think I can actually teleport back upstairs to the upper level. Actually, we want to actually teleport back outside. Sit here. I do have a pretty name. I've actually gotten a lot of credit for this name. I don't know why. People says it just comes off nicely. I got asked a lot of times in World of Warcraft where I got the name from. Like plenty of times.
It's like my hands aren't responding anymore.
It's because they're cold. Just
I don't need to
a
cook.
natural reaction.
I think my 10 minutes is still going, so let's talk to Law.
Mind if I join you, Law?
The Law. Beefkins dig down. Chickens should be ready. I'll let those play out. Cause there's not I don't get anything out of it.
Night. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Watch out, Key. I don't want to roll you over. Oh, that's cool. That's good. What did these guys even say? Did he ask to talk and he was like, "Nah, I don't wanna," and then that was it? I turned around. I was already loading back into the game. Alright, we don't need to refight. We could drop down.
There.
Right, here goes. I'll take you all on. Dragon Force. These fists have got your name on them.
Ooh, he overdrived.
Take this. Dragon Force. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. All back in their defense.
Glad you have your uses.
Dragon Swarm. I'll show you how useful I can be. You're mine.
Let's go.
You're finished.
Lightning again. Burning.
You're done. Freeze blade.
I'm paralyzed. Stop it now. Damn, paralysis sucks.
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
I didn't do much that fight. I got
Looks like it could
carried.
be worth something.
Orange shells, those are always useful. So we have another drop down point. Do we have 2 drop down points? Damn, I got 2 drop down points. And I gotta pick one.
No backing down.
Vinny, left or right? Left. Alright.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. I won't forgive you!
Here I come. You're finished.
Where are you going?
In here! Here's a healing arm! This'll come in handy.
Alright, the blue balls are not my party members.
I'm on your mind. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Here's a healing arm! Dance in the wind!
I'll run you through. We are freaking invincible.
Alvin and the others truly are strong.
What about me? I'm practically unstoppable.
Alright, here we go.
we're so high up.
Oh, I see water down there. Nothing but... Oh, there is a ledge. I don't know if I can climb up onto it, though. Let's go look down the other hole. I keep thinking when I fall, I'm gonna load into a new zone, but that's not the case. I say we drop down here.
All this walking up and down is a pain.
Yeah, I wish we could just go straight through without all this hassle.
On the other hand, the collapsed parts let you reach some places you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Now that you mention it, the ceiling's not gonna come down on us, is it?
Right, here goes.
Let me help.
It's over. I'm on it. Blow away.
End you!
Take this. It's over.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Garcia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Right. Comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental?
Get up on the Hydra's back!
It's over. I'm on it. Blow away.
Oh, I got a new dunk move. I need to put that
You
on.
need to be stronger.
I forgot I got a new dunk move. Let's use it on X. Hey! I just spawned everything in the room though. Zoogle Shell Vest. Nice.
Looks like some solid equipment. Go no further!
Here I come.
If it's in the
Come and
sky,
face
it's
me.
mine!
I'll run you through. Blow away.
Lightning
You're
can
mine.
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Right. Comrades in arms.
Mine.
Too sentimental?
Rising Falcon.
Oh, that's cool.
Mine.
Rising Falcon's pretty sick.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
You're done!
It's over!
I'll be saving this one.
And dead.
Air thrust.
This is barely target practice.
New Donk City.
Why bother fighting them?
It's called New Bonk City. You always get it wrong. How do you speedrun that game at some point in your life and not call it New Bonk City? How's the combat? I like the combat. The combat is pretty much this is the combat in all the games. Well, all the 3D ones. Because the older ones started with 2D combat, which I still enjoyed back then too. It's a lot of fun. The combat, they always added like a gimmick or two in each game, but it's still really cool. I don't know. I always have a thing like when all the party members are kind of like shouting their battle cries and doing stuff. I always feel like more epic. To me, it feels really epic. And you can play as the other characters. I just choose to play as this guy. You can, what is it? I think it's this button, and then you can switch. So then I can play as Law. Uh-oh. Well, he's paralyzed, so I don't know if I want to play as him right now, but...
Something's wrong with me.
You're not feeling great. Fall back and rest.
I may just have to take you up on that offer.
Destruction!
Is it smooth or clunky?
Oh yeah?
I think it's pretty smooth. I was just paralyzed there, so it probably looked really shitty.
Just go on ahead then.
I need something to eat. What's this thing?
Elo, I don't know what you do to my viewers, but you turn their brains into mush. I have fun playing as the main character, the most. I don't know. I'm sure, like, the chick, she uses a gun. The gun is a little weird to me to use. Okay, let's drop down this hole this time. Okay, so this is a different route. Mashed tater maker, yeah. Oh my god.
Thank goodness we won.
Hi, I just want the chest, thank you. Ah, I can't open it. Okay, I gotta fight these guys. Well, we're already running out of cure points.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off! Dragon Swarm! Now I can let loose! I got it! You're finished! You're done!
You should have messed with me.
Here I come! Do it! It's over! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Searing flame!
Now! That's right! You're finished!
I'll end you.
Dance in the wind! Let's get you all tucked away!
Dragon Swarm! Do it!
Bong.
Stronger than before.
Swift
design of
ring.
this equipment is really interesting.
Swift ring, I'm guessing, is movement speed. Movement and escape speed plus 50%. I gotta level up my charms.
You must really like it, Alphen.
And I gotta get ready to somehow get my CP back up. This looks like the way out. Are we free?
Hey, Law. Back when we left Cisleden, you remember how you said so long as you don't give up, there's nothing to stop someone starting over?
Yeah?
Well, I think you did just that. You've set out on a new path despite what happened in your past. Besides, you're not the only one fumbling your way through things.
You too?
It was your dad who taught me to fight. Back at the start of all this, I knew that so long as I followed him, I wouldn't end up straying. But it was also your dad who told me the importance of becoming my own master, of searching out the answers within me. I always figured I would one day. But at the same time, I had so much more to learn. When he died, I suddenly found myself rudderless. Sure, our immediate goal is to defeat all the lords. But then what comes after that? There's no one left to point me in the right direction. It was then that I realized, no matter how much I fret about it, the only thing I can do is fight. Renin brutality isn't going to right itself. So that's what I'm doing. Fighting. And in the meantime, I'll try to figure out my next move. Right now, that's about all I can do.
And you really believe you got what it takes to win this? Against all the odds?
Yes, I do. Or at least I want to.
Don't worry, Elo.
If I'm being completely honest,
I'm confused too.
sometimes I'm not really sure whether I can or not. So what if we're still figuring stuff out? If we do it together, then we can support one another along the way. Is there anything so wrong with that?
No, I don't think there is. I think I get it now. We may not know what we're capable of, but we have to try all the same.
Having another one of your secret meetings? Don't tell me you were taking yet another bathroom break?
Oh, we were just engaging in a bit of brotherly bonding. Isn't that right, Alphen?
Yeah, that's right.
Fine then, suit yourselves. Hey, I think I can feel a breeze up ahead. I bet the exit is real close.
Finally! Man, it's been too long since I felt the sun on my face. When I get in a tussle, I go full force right at him. Whoever makes the first move wins.
I do have to admit, it's quite the spectacle to watch you charge in and go to town on someone during a battle.
Yeah, it was actually my old man who taught me to fight that way. The more I lay the beat down on some baddies, the more fired up my fists of fury get.
Zephyr taught you? Wow. I guess you really are following in his footsteps.
There's nothing
Like I
wrong with
said,
being so focused
I
on
really
offense,
don't know a lot of
but the
people. I've
enemy
never really
always
seen
fights back at some
people
point.
play this series.
As long as I don't get hit.
But when I loaded up
So
Steam,
what you're saying is
it says
you're
this
too
is
weak
like
to take a hit?
on the top seller list,
You're not exactly one to talk.
which means a lot of people bought it.
What were you two talking about earlier?
Earlier? Oh, it was just serious guy talk. You know, the kind that girls don't get to hear.
Really?
Yeah, just Steam
Don't mind
version.
him, Rinwell. It's just... oh,
This game is on all consoles except Nintendo, I think.
Difficult to talk about. Okay, now I really want to hear it. Unless it's not the creepy sort of guy talk, right?
No, okay? It's not creepy.
Okay, okay. As long as you're fighting fit, you can talk about whatever you like.
I think Hootle senses something.
Whoa, look at this scenery. This is nice. This is some Genshin Impact scenery. Looks pretty.
We're finally here. Elda Menancia, the land of green. The place certainly lives up to its name, doesn't it?
Yeah, just feel that breeze. It's like night and day compared to Calaglia and Cyslodia.
Unsullied, fertile land, as far as the eye can see. That's beautiful. Oh, what?
Oh, nothing. Just... I was thinking the very same thing.
That's the realm capital in the distance. The city of Vicent. A word to the wise before we continue. Elda Menancia has produced more sovereigns over the years than any other.
Xion! Guess we should probably follow after her, shouldn't we? Hey, you alright, Law?
Yeah, fine. I was just thinking how Dad would have enjoyed this view. All this green in one place is incredible. Anyway, let's get moving before we start looking tasty to monsters.
Is he going to be okay?
Eventually. That's a wall he'll have to overcome on his own.
Elda Menancia. Land of Green. This is the best realm so far.
So if I remember right, there are 6 elements of astral energy, and darkness is only on Rena, and light can only be found on Dana, right?
Right. I only remember because my parents drilled it all into my head when I was little.
How did we find out about dark astral energy in
They're
the
up to
first place? if
4
it's
now
not
in that
on
game?
Dana, though?
Why?
Beats me. I couldn't tell you how or when we figured out that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's other stuff we've forgotten along the way too.
Yeah, I bet. And then we forget that knowledge was even forgotten at all, and it's back to square one.
Exactly. That's why we need to take good care of what knowledge and artifacts we still have left.
You really have a thing for old stuff, don't you?
Well, I don't know that I'd call it just a thing. It's also something that helps me feel connected to our world.
Connected?
It's nothing. Forget I even mentioned it.
I don't know if you can take
I
that
should've
game
guessed
into the
that
real
there'd be
world.
No way he'd understand.
I don't think that.
How could he?
I don't think you're supposed to. I am playing Super Seducer.
Hi, here's the healing art.
You're mine!
I really owe you one.
Come and face me! Here I come! It's over! Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
I'm on! All yours! Take this! It's over!
Sweet dreams. Hear me.
Take this!
So those are Ganon Astral Arts.
Something you want to say?
Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy. I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
Yes, we do. I want to rest up for a little bit. Where's the campfire? Is that the guy? He finally got close?
What's wrong?
My buddy's got hurt real bad. They can't. Oh, no, that's just another guy.
Yes!
A healer and her patience. They need heals, but I don't have CP points to spend. Wait, is that a campfire like right next to us? 24 CP. Well, I have enough for that. Oh, I need more. There's more people down. I need a campfire. Oh, here we go.
Should this really be here? I hate camping out.
New weapons? New armor?
Get up
There's
on the
one right here.
Hydra's back!
Shell armor and a dress. I don't know if I'm rich or poor. I feel like I have a lot of money, but then...
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Ooh, look at that sword. That's fancy. The thunder nail. It definitely looks like a thunder nail. I need granite fangs. It's a nice gun. Damn! No, that's a gun. How do I... Oh, I can make it. Yeah, I can make it. The stuff's getting expensive. I think I'm actually poor. Alright, she's got that gun. This guy gets gauntlets. Those are cool. Can't make that yet, but I can make these. These are even better, I think. It's looking that way, at least. Not stats. Some pretty books. Granite Fang. And we're looking for... Made his weapon. I didn't make her weapon, right? Earthstone and Titanium Embrace. Wait, why did I get all these skills? What? Oh, that's just what happens when you hit the touchpad and this screen. Oh, okay.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I think I might want to put her in the black dress to go with this gun, though. This one. Yeah. I think that looks good. The black tiara. I think I have a white armor. I do have the white one. Actually, I think I like the black better.
Why do you keep staring at me, Shion?
Just, what is that wolf on your shoulder?
Oh, this thing? I love it. I got it off a street vendor for just 10 gold.
I don't know if that's something to brag about.
Hey, 10 gold's a bargain if you ask me.
Because it wouldn't sell otherwise. It serves no practical purpose. Honestly, I'm surprised you paid 10 whole gold for it.
Shut up!
But the detail is so lifelike. I think you made a good choice, Law.
Really?
I have no idea why you wear it over your shoulder, though.
I think it looks pretty cool.
87! 88! 89! Oh, shoot!
What the? Is the enemy attacking?
Sorry about that. You're not hurt, are you?
Law? What on Dana are you doing?
What am I doing? Training, obviously. I found these nice and heavy rocks that I decided to strap onto my arms, but I guess I didn't tie them down good enough because they went flying.
So you were doing improvised weight training. You and your crazy ideas.
I can't help it. If I'm not training, it's easy for me to get anxious.
Well, that's fair. Actually, I remember seeing you practicing your forms for some time when we were camping the other day.
Yep. No amount of muscle will do you any good if you don't stay on top of your fighting forms. It always feels good when I know I'm still sharp.
Sounds to me like you have too much pent-up energy.
Don't train so hard that you wind up hurting yourself, Law. I promise you, you're already perfectly strong as it is.
No, I'm not. You never know what we'll run into out there. You can never go into a fight too prepared. And that's the truth. Besides, I won't rest until I know that I'm stronger than you, Alphen.
Oh, I see how it is. Well, I don't plan on letting you beat me. Maybe I'll add some weights to my sword and practice swinging it. That should help out.
Alphen, are you crazy?
You're right. This does make for decent training. Good call with the extra weight, Law.
Right? Now you get it?
Since we've already come this far, what do you say we have a little one-on-one with our rocks strapped on?
Hell yeah! I'm down for that! Just give me a second, I'll be all ready to roll. Okay, I'm all set. Let's do this! Take this!
I'm just getting started.
Our camp is completely wrecked!
Go. You two are cleaning it up.
Yes, Shion.
Cost duration by 24/7, but boosts the effect by 50. More item drop, small, elemental defense. I have a lot of these.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away. Mind if I join you, Law?
Hey, Alphen. When do you find the time to train?
What's brought this on all of a sudden?
It's just, even without the blazing sword, you'd still be able to hold your own, right? But I never see you training.
I'd hardly call it a regimen. Unless exchanging blows with Zeugles counts.
I mean, sure, I get that real-life practice beats training any day. But you must have the odd trick or two up your sleeve.
I just told you. I really don't.
Wait, I've got it. It's your armor, right? You channel the extra weight into your strikes and...
It's actually not as heavy as it looks.
So not the armor, huh? In that case...
Just calm down a little, would you? Why are you so fixated on this anyway?
Well, because I want to make myself stronger.
You're strong enough as it is. I almost feel sorry for those Renan soldiers.
It's not enough. I need to keep working to get stronger. I won't allow myself to fail anyone again.
Law?
I'm useless the way I am now. If someone else dies because of me...
Law!
Sorry. Spiraling into self-doubt won't do me any favors. I know that.
None of us are invincible, Law. We're all just getting by, doing the best we can.
That's all we can ask of each other, right? It's as good a place as any to start, I guess.
To start what?
My new training regimen, of course. And what better way to kick it off than push-ups? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I admire your enthusiasm. Just don't overdo it, okay?
Just wait. You'll see how strong I can get.
My guy's like, fuck that. I ain't doing
I'll take guard
push-ups.
duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Get lost!
You're mine! I'm on. I'll run you through!
Reload! Thunderblast!
Dazzle!
Eat this!
Oops.
Into the
Here I come!
Mega Ray! I'm all stuffed up! Mega Ray!
Raining slash!
Hit!
Flying free!
Just sit still!
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
I'm on it! Dragon Form!
More for the stockpile.
Eat this! Dragon Form!
Now, Gemini Aqua.
Raining slash!
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Eggs. I'll take them. Give me more. These potatoes. Who the fuck? Wonder Barn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Mm-hmm.
Just great.
That can't...
Nice.
Very well.
Money! Oh, new skill tree. Healer. Yes. Is that an AG up? Improved healing arts. Take that. Yeah. Oh, fast recovery. Even better. Healing circle gradually restores HP for all allies within. Ooh, that's. Give me that now.
Maybe we should have left them alone.
Thanks, Xion.
Why are you thanking me?
Alright, let's rest again.
This realm doesn't seem like such a bad place to camp in.
Yeah, there's lots of
You should get some shut-eye. All right, guys. Ready to go?
Did I go that way yet? I did go this way. No, I haven't. Owl. Owl. Ah.
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
Maybe something's going on in the forest. I think Hoodle senses something.
Another owl. Somewhere in this map.
Just great.
There are too many Zoogles here. Maybe we should avoid them. No, after we fight them, get our blood flowing and help shake off this weird mood I've been in. Plus, we all know that the only thing I'm good for are these fists. I gotta stay on top of my game so I don't let anyone down. Okay, if you say so, let's do this. Battle chain bonuses. After battles, you'll kill me get a bonus based on your combat points. Viewable at the bottom of the map. As this total rises, you'll earn more XP and better item drops. They encounter rare more foes often. This bonus decreases over time.
No choice. Here I come.
It's Ganon! We're fighting Ganon.
Glacial Spear, pierce evil. If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Ow.
Dragon Swarm.
Searing flame, into the shadows.
Ow. Why are they both on me? There's three other party members, you guys know. Rising Falcon. But you descend from the sky, so it's kind of weird. Still plenty more to clear. I say we go another round. Okay, so now we're doing battle chain. What are these?
Can you take care of this? Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
We did it.
Damn, you're right. I'm glad we beat up all the Zoogles. It was totally worth it. Right? Even with the Zoogles, you struggle against... You keep fighting enough, and eventually you'll get lucky. Money! Silver Wolf reawakened. Mid-air jump. So you can double jump. Interesting. Whirlwind snap. Increased BG at the start. AG restored from critical hits. I want that.
This could be useful.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Are you okay? You made a weird sound.
Sorry. I was just thinking how amazing this view is.
What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen mountains?
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Actually, now that I think about it, it's not every day we get to enjoy views like this.
You too?
Yeah. Calaglia has rocky landscapes, but the terrain...
Get
here
up
is
on the Hydra's back!
Like, you see that mountain over there? Doesn't it look like a big wave that somebody turned into stone?
Right? And those ones look like the horns or claws of some giant monster. I'm surprised they managed to stay up.
Yeah. Just be thankful we don't have to pass under them.
Actually,
They won't come tumbling down that easily.
You sure about that?
Menancia harvests earth energy, which explains why the topography is so varied here. It's also why those rocks are bound to be sturdy.
So all that astral energy is also what makes this realm look so lush then? Does astral energy really have that much of an impact on the land?
Yeah. Is that why even that mountain looks the way that it does?
The stronger the energy is, the greater impact it has on lots of things. So yes, like a great big fire.
but these imbalances are too pronounced to be nature's work. It's not how Dana would otherwise naturally look.
If it's not natural, then you mean all of this is the Renans doing?
When you put it like that, even something as nice looking as this starts to feel wrong.
An opponent like this should be easy. You're finished! Freaking does it! Blew away! You're done!
Now you see what I can do!
Take it!
You're done! Feel Xeon, astral energy, full throttle!
That's new.
Be my guest. Milk is right here. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. See that? That training's paying off. Oh no!
Freeze Lantern! I think I'm getting stronger.
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Hey, would you look at that? Green as far as the eye can see. I think even the Zeugles look a little fuller than they usually do.
They're still Zeugles, just on a fuller stomach. Don't forget, this is enemy territory we're in.
Go no further!
Here I come. It's over. I'm on.
Thunder!
You're done. Take this.
Go! I'm only getting
It's
started.
over.
Stand to the
Big
wind!
blast.
Feel!
Raining.
Annihilate! Let's get you all touched away!
Here I come. We got fire.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours. We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them.
Wow, someone's feeling lively! More for the stockpile!
Dragon Swarm. Take it. Okay, here I go.
Oops. Keep in the wrong button.
Dragon Swarm. Raining Slash.
Nope, too late.
Take it. It's over.
Oh.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Granite Fang. That's what we needed, right? For something?
Hi, Hoodle!
Take it. You're finished.
By the power of water! Lightning orb!
Blow away. You're finished.
Yes, it's a win! It's over! In here!
Dragon Swarm.
Confiscated!
I'm on it. I'm not done.
Dragon
Swarm. An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down. You're done. You escape. Dragon Swarm.
Do
Blow
it!
away.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that thing.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? Seems about right to me.
Pow!
I don't like these pigs. I feel like I never have time to fucking attack. Hello?
Come one, come all.
I didn't summon you.
Pull it together, Law.
Sorry, right. I'm calm.
It's over. I'll run you through. Ignite. Blow away. You're mine. It's over.
Kill the pigs fast.
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my
What level is this thing? 26. What level am I? I don't even know what level I'm on. Because I already see my stats. Oh, we're gonna try.
I'm on it. Dragon Swarm. Blow away.
Oh, just one shot Rinwell.
You are gonna pay for that.
Dragon Swarm. Raining Slash.
Still got some glacial spear. Pierce evil. Freeze Lancer.
Here I come. It's over.
Big blast. By the Chinese supernova.
Raining Slash. Try harder. Now. Here I come. Is this it?
Oh, did he one shots?
Here goes. Resuscitation.
I'm on it. I'll run you through.
Flame of fury. Burning strike.
Take this. I'm not done.
Yeah, we need to get
For my friend.
get out of here. This isn't working.
heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Alright, well I need to camp because we have no healing. A one shot, everybody.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
I haven't got to that campfire yet. Going back. This one. So apparently now I can get random boss encounters.
Finally made it.
That's interesting.
This realm doesn't seem like such a bad place to camp in.
Yeah, there's lots of plants and wildlife here.
I know, and it all looks friggin' delicious too!
Who said anything about eating them?
Good night, everyone. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
I guess
What's
Beef.
this thing?
I guess I got too many enemy chains and I spawned a boss from it. That's my guess. What's this place? Looks like a boss area.
I think Hoodle senses something.
There's nothing here. It doesn't even connect.
Injured guy. Ten tomatoes.
Go no further! Lightning raging cascade!
You're mine!
They're surrounding
You're
us!
finished! It's on!
You're done!
Ready? You're mine!
Shield!
You're finished!
Here's the evil! Force Shield! Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Form!
Let's go!
Blow away!
Lightning Orb!
Here I come!
Photon! Lightning Commando Ray! Thunder Blade!
Dragon Swarm! First strike! Blow away!
Raging
Lightning thrust!
Hear me! Steel Burning! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Take this!
Freeze Lancer!
I'll run you through! Raining slash!
I'm on a roll!
So those are Dan and Astral Arts.
Do it!
Something you want to Astral Energy!
Say no more. That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had.
Owls nearby, but I don't see it. I hear it. I don't see it. Is in here? Aha.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
They got flyers.
I've got this. That's my cue.
All yours. Shut them down.
We got the advantage.
Good. Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off.
You're mine! It's over! Take this! First strike!
I'll take you all on.
Dragon Claw!
Raging Cascade!
Raining...
In here!
Water! You're
More
finished!
for the stockpile!
I'm on it! Do it! Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
You sure showed them!
All in a day's work.
Oh, I see the chain battle now. It doesn't go down very fast. You have plenty of time to fight monsters.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
You're finished! I'll run you through!
Dance in the wind!
Be
Here,
still! Strike!
This'll come in handy.
Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
More
Cut them apart to your heart. No sooner said than done. Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
This place was just loot central. I think I got everything though. I think I went around the whole. Check this dead center. Yeah, I don't see
This
anything
hill.
else.
I'm sensing a stronger concentration of astral energy around it.
Oh, does that mean there's treasure buried underneath here or something?
Who said anything about treasure?
More like probably a boss at some point.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
I hate camping out.
Oh wait, so. Yes. Alright, we got our money back. How many life bottles we got now? 6. I'd like to have at least 10. Oh wait, it's cheaper here. Oh, I just sold. Fuck. That's why it looked cheaper. Fuck. I lost money there. Alright, go back to accessories. I can create a warrior and attack of one. Fire damage, AG recovery speed, distance and BG charge rate, elemental rare draw, water, increased aggro. That one's not bad. I feel like this one's not that bad either. Boost gauge charge or fire damage? I think boost gauge charge should be pretty good. I enhance it now. 2. I don't like that one. That one could be good. That one could be good. Poison. Decreased aggro, that might be good. I want to tell Smackdown, that's good. Let's go to this one. And then elemental attack, BG charge rate, that's good. Go to that one. I got myself a pretty ball and charm. Yeah, I like that. Light and dark resistance, penetration.
Try on something new.
Plus my cure points are fine. We can keep going. 4 Ganons. Nah, I'm looking for this.
No backing down!
Glacial
Dragon
Spear.
Form!
Dance in the wind! Freeze laser!
Dragon Form! Come one, come all! Be still! Okay, keep it. You're mine! It's over! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Special! Or not.
We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said. Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Dance in the
Here I
wind!
come! Dragon Swarm!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Now!
Blew away!
Air thrust!
That extra training paid off.
That healing circle has to be eating my CP. Oh, I lost like 50 cure points in that fight.
Gone.
Take this!
One more!
First strike! You're done! No escape! Take this! It's over!
Raging cat!
Raining Slash!
Dance in the wind! In here!
Here I come! It's over! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Eat this! Do it!
Mirage!
Here, let me help.
You're finished!
These fists have got your name on them.
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Blew away!
Seems about right to me.
Oh. I see shinies over there. We haven't gone this way yet.
Go no further!
Here I come! First strike!
I'll run you through! Lightning
Blew
attack!
away!
Thunderblade!
Now you see what I can do.
Here I come!
By the power of water! Mega Red! Now!
Got fire!
I'm
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice.
I can feel my precision improving.
Lemons. Wait, do lemons grow in trees?
What's this thing?
Why does that sound strange?
Be my guest!
Now!
on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Do it! Something you wanted to say?
Blow away!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Getting close to level 3 chain battle. Getting worried I'm gonna be summoning the boss, the big birdie guy, dragon.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! I'm on!
Not on my watch. Into the shadows.
You're mine! Blow away! Dragon Swarm!
You made quick work of us. Want me to pick up your slack? I'm just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
We've turned the tables on us.
There are still more left.
Leave the enemies ours.
No time to hold back.
No complaints here.
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Be still!
Now.
I'm not done! Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Onward and upward.
I mean, I've been on both sides. I guess we could jump down. There's an owl nearby.
Man, I'm famished.
You jumped off the bridge, you dummy. I thought that might have been a mimic. It seems suspicious. Alright, Al, where are you? Up here in this.
I see a village over there.
The people working in it look Danon.
Look at these fields and all this livestock. Am I crazy for thinking these people seem to have it pretty easy?
What the hell is going on here?
Bat? You give me bat wings? Devil wings.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Cows, give me milk. Side quest. What the fuck? How come these pigs have rabbit ears? What kind of weird experiment? That's an actual pig. Dude, this one's had rabbit ears. What the fuck? Are they mating here?
All right. Yeah. Good grief.
Yeah, bring it back to his house.
I guess.
Yes! I don't believe this!
Huh? Really?
I got a ranch. I can raise animals. You can raise livestock for cooking ingredients. Place the livestock you want to raise in the barn and give them feed. You can give them paid feed to raise more of them faster. You can get ingredients once your livestock grows over time. Livestock can come under attack by stray Zoogles. Mice can also get into the barn, which will keep livestock from growing. Post a guard dog to lower the rate of stray Zoogles attacking, and post a guard cat to lower the mice.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Interesting. That's new. Farmer law.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
That's good. Take this.
Who would have thought we'd be raising animals in a place like this?
Since we've decided to stop, we should make use of the opportunity.
Do you mean me?
It doesn't matter who.
Does this cost money? Alright, give me cows. Pigs. Chickens. And I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. I think that's fine. So now we just gotta wait. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I think we explored this whole area. I think we can move on. This is a town. I'm hoping there's an inn inside. This town looks huge. And the people don't look like slaves around here.
Look, Renan soldiers.
Do the Renans control this city? I've never seen so many of them in one place before.
No, Look at the cores on them. These people are all Danans. They're slaves.
If they are, they're awfully well dressed.
And they're smiling too. Something weird's going on here.
Forgive the intrusion, but if I'm not mistaken, you're newcomers to Elda Menancia, yes? Please, you have no reason to be alarmed. My name is Drashin. I work at the Department for Welfare.
Department for Welfare?
We work to support the day-to-day living of all citizens. Welcoming newcomers to the realm is a part of our job, albeit one we rarely have the pleasure to perform.
Let me guess. We get a free pair of shackles as a welcome gift.
Perish the thought! Your trepidation is perfectly understandable, but I assure you, our way is quite different. In the past, this realm was no different from any other, and run by a rather merciless ruler. But all of that changed once His Excellency, Lord Dohalim, assumed power 7 years ago.
Dohalim?
Under him, for the first time in our lives, we Danans were treated with the respect we deserve. Lord Dohalim is adored by Danans throughout the realm, and we serve him with gladness.
Am I hearing you right? The Danans here willingly serve a Renan lord?
Please, see for yourself. You're free to go anywhere you like. Just ask if you should need anything.
What is it? Spit it out.
It's just, we came here to free everyone.
Uh-huh.
But the Danans of this realm are all happy to serve Dohalim. Are there any walls that even need tearing down?
Who cares? That just makes our path to Dohalim that much clearer.
I guess, but...
Still, Drashin said we should check things out for ourselves. Maybe we should look around a bit, see what we learn.
They gotta be being tricked or something.
Everyone is
Mind
all
control.
smiles.
I've never seen a city so lively before.
Everyone walking the streets looks so calm and happy. I guess it really is true they don't treat Danans as slaves here.
Did they actually somehow achieve equality here? And if they did, why? To what end?
Something here doesn't feel right. Even though they sure want to act like it does.
What is going through that Lord Dohalim's mind, I wonder?
Are your inns free in this nice peaceful town?
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Yes. Inns are free. I like this town.
All done. Come and eat.
Steamed potatoes. Mmm. Mmm. I'm gonna chill. How do I get a titanium embrace? Have I met a creature that drops titanium embrace? No. That dragon's strong. Weak to water. Well, level 26. I'm level 18. That's why I was getting one shot. 10 levels behind. This would be a good one to finish. Plus 10 defense if I get these. I think I should finish this one. Or not this one. This one. One left here, and I get resistance. Sure. A lot of points on her. 10 defense. AJ restored upon enemy defeats. Increased boost gauge from enemy defeats. This actually might be really good.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Hey guardsman, shouldn't you be working? I don't know what's it like in the realm you come from, but here in Menacea, everything's peaceful. There's zero chance of anything bad happening. Well, yeah, thanks to the Lord, life is nice for all of us. Yeah, see? And it's more than just us anyway. There's also the guardsmen. Nothing's gonna break if I slack off. Nonetheless, the reason this city is so peaceful is because your Bennett soldiers are around. All the younger kids idolize you, so don't shatter their illusions, please. You got a silver tongue, mister. Fine, I'll make this drink my last. Ow! Where? This way, in a tree. I lied. A halo.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Is Genshin Garbo? I thought Genshin looked okay. I like Genshin, the way it looks. I just haven't found time to play. I do like Monster Hunter, although I haven't played Iceborne still. I take it you folks are all travelers. It's so wonderful to have you all here. You already don't bat an eye at us all being together, do you? Even though we have a Renan with us? Are you surprised? I suppose it might be a common sight elsewhere in Andana, but here in Vincent, it's part of everyday life. Hey, if we want to visit the palace, do we keep going this way? Yes, that's exactly right. Although if you ask me, the training grounds might be more up your alley since you all appear to be of that persuasion. Training grounds, you say, is that code for some kind of arena where you make complete strangers fight and kill one another for sport? No, absolutely not. It's not anything terrible like that. The training grounds are what they sound like. It's true that years ago it used to be a really gruesome place where slaves had to fight each other, as well as vicious Zoogles. But when our current Lord Dolham came to power, one of the very first things he did was put a stop to such awful spectacle. You're telling me our Renan Lord did that? The place was then refurnished and it reopened as a proper place to train like it's known for these days. It's mainly designed to be used by the Eld Menancia Guard, but it's open to anyone who wishes to use its facilities. Anyone? Even Denons?
Sure.
Of course, the arena is far too punishing for me. But if you're looking to hone your skills, I recommend you pay a visit. When I get Iceborne, good. It's good. I heard good things about Iceborne. I just haven't gotten over to it. I played so much vanilla Monster Hunter that I haven't been able to come back to the game yet. And now that I kind of want to play it again, but I keep finding other stuff to play.
Got it.
Just great. Well,
All right.
Sure. Side quests. It looks like we got kill stuff.
what are you gonna use the prize money for?
Defeat the Great Dragon.
Until
Oh,
my stomach bursts.
we're not doing that for a
Sounds
while.
right up Shion's alley.
Another side quest. That's for kids. Did all those people move here? Dad says that people used to have to carry a lot of heavy and dangerous stuff. I don't know if I believe that. I can't imagine that kind of stuff ever happening here.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Yes, we can.
What's wrong?
Yep. Ah!
How?
Hey.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's like he wants food.
Why are we humoring this old man again?
Because there's no way I'm passing up a top secret palace recipe, okay?
Well, there's a surprise.
So he wants us to make something. I think that's what it was. I need to find 2 beeves. I have 1. I'm 1 thing short. Fuck. I am harvesting cows there. Pigs. Cows. Pork. Damn it. Your armor rocks, big guy. Let me wear it. Huh, our armor is certainly something even a Danon like you could wear. You just need to grow into it first. I'll work hard to grow big and strong then, promise? I'll wear it. Hand it over. There's so many side
I feel like
quests.
somebody's watching us.
Maybe. Right.
I have those. There you go.
Hey,
Quest complete. Easy.
Zoogle fangs would make great weapons.
You need to stop this fixation with weapons.
But you're the same way about food. Are you planning to stop that?
Here's about what I'm wearing. I bought this myself, if you'll believe it. Nowadays, we Dahnans get paid a fair wage for the work we do. It's all thanks to Lord Dullahan.
I still can't believe I'm seeing Dahnans and Renans getting along.
You never know. It could all be an act on orders from the Renans.
Is this a side area? Oh, it's the training grounds.
So these are the training grounds. The atmosphere here feels different compared to the rest of Vicent.
It's just a nicer name for a place where people go to fight.
In the training grounds, they play
It's still a good way for us to
chess.
test our strength. Stop sweating the small stuff.
Solo battle group battle. Novice. If you clear it, you get some armor. That looks pretty good. Silver dog tags. Recommended level 30 and level 20. Well, I'm neither of those. Yeah. Yeah. I finished it with you, Ella. That's how we. I'm pretty sure that's how we met. It was like me, you, and Error 3102. His name was. I remember.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
We turn the tables on them.
There are still more left here.
No time to hold back.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
I'm on. Milky place here. You're finished.
You made quick work of them. Want me to pick up your slack then? Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
You're mine. First strike. You're mine. You're finished. Blow away. I'm on. You're finished. Do it. We did it. Eat this. Dragon Swarm. Radiant. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. I'm on it. Take this.
The move is called Scarlet Outburst, but he shouts Scarlet Inferno.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Fires of passion.
Now. Take this. It's over.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
I think Error went to go play H1Z1. And then you had PlayStation Plus issues, I think.
We've all got enough on our
I remember you. I think I remember you saying you couldn't pay for PlayStation Plus at the current time. And then I think that's when you started playing a lot more Smite. I played it a little bit more after you guys. I played all the way up to the Witcher 3 DLC. And then I haven't picked it up since. How does... Can't she heal? Why is she healing my dude? Where's first aid? Wait, she didn't learn first aid? I thought I had 2 healers. Shit. Shannon wasn't supposed to die. Everyone's dead.
Dragon Swarm! Now, while it's reeling, eat this! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! No! It can't end here!
No, he ambushed us from behind.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
You're mine! First strike! Watch it!
Freeze Lancer! Lightning Orb!
I'm surrounded! You're finished! We've got flyers!
Oh yeah, they did a Bahamut. I never fought Bahamut. I fought the golden guy though, the golden dragon. That you have to like fight usually like twice to go fight. I remember a lot of people having the Dragoon jump emote, so it actually like lets you jump up in the air or something. I think it actually is useful in fights.
That training is paying off! Shattering the pieces! Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Get up on the Hydra's
That was cool.
back!
That was due.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Something you wanted to say? These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your weapons.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not scared! No escape!
Get up on the Hydra's back!
This is where we died last time.
You're finished! Blow away! Eat dirt! You're mine!
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Everything charges. Ow! Heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me. No, they killed her again. That's... Why are they killing my healer, you bitch?
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! I'm on it! We got the advantage!
Good. Now we just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Law's on it!
Hurry up, do your thing, quick.
You're mine!
I don't know where the other guy is. Oh. He's gonna die.
Dragon Swarm! Blow away!
Hey,
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Get up on the Hydra's back!
I don't know what Law's doing, but he's very quiet.
It's on! Raining... You're mine! It's over! Blow away! Dragon Swarm!
I think Law and
Lightning thrust!
I'm not doing any damage. Give me this. Give me the other guy. Law's being very careful. Break the core. Break the core.
Shattering Dragon
There we go.
Raining thrust!
Fuck! I got hit.
It's over!
Break the core. God damn it.
Here I... That's just... I'll smash you! Dragon Swarm! I'm on it!
Dodge, 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 dodge.
First strike! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Blow away!
All right, one more guy. If there's another round, we're fucked.
No escape! Dragon Swarm! Raining slash! Here I come! You're finished! You're mine! Blow away! You're finished! This one's all mine. Take this! Its defenses are down!
Eat this!
Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Blow away! You picked the wrong fight!
It's showtime!
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash!
Yes! We did it. You're hitting men, Vinny? That's what you're doing? Oh, what am I supposed to do? Look around Vincent's. Oh, there's like different areas I can go to. Okay.
My dad's working in the quarry today. So is mine. I'm gonna help him when I grow up.
Looks like Dahnans are working in the quarry.
Let-
So, do any of you know anything about Lord Dohalim?
I think I remember hearing something back in Sislodan about how he fights using a rod.
A rod?
I don't know the details, but from what I gather, he swings a long rod around and uses it to stab and smack people from afar. I think there's also something he does with, like, trees or grass or something? I forget.
Grass?
Bear in mind that Elda Menancia harvests Earth astral energy. It would be no surprise for him to have some sort of control over plants.
He smacks people with his dick.
So basically the point is we know nothing about the guy. Wish we weren't going in completely blind.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could I please take the day off?
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Everybody seems so happy working here.
And it seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it. How can it be like this?
Everyone's too nice. It makes no sense. Before we go all the way through here, though, I need to get my cows. Fuck, there's a side quest over here now. There's so many side quests.
We've reached our destination.
The following looks like it's reached maturity. Chicken. Nice. Ah, only the chicken. Alright, it's ready. I need the cows to be ready. Fuck. Well, we're gonna need more beef, so give me more cows. Actually, I'm probably gonna get milk from cows. How am I gonna get beef?
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us.
Eggs.
Hey!
What's wrong?
Why is that? Damn it.
I get. Got
Sure.
it.
What?
Yeah.
Gotta fight some Zoogles.
Do Zoogles just go after anything that looks remotely like farm equipment?
Beats me. Let's just focus on ensuring they don't make matters any worse.
By the way, why do you keep looking over yourself?
Huh? Oh, no reason. Don't worry about it.
8 Earth and Mass. I think I gotta fight these guys. Yeah.
No choice. I'll take you all on. Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray!
Here I come! It's over!
Glacial Spear!
Dragon Swarm!
Flying Freeze! What if they took me?
Seal, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Astro Art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Do it!
Don't worry, because log off.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Kill them all with that one.
I can feel my power growing.
Level up.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine.
Annihilation!
You're mine. It's over.
Let me help!
Okay, here I go. We got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle! Leave the enemy's arc to me!
All yours.
No complaints here!
You're finished. It's done. Throw away. Dragon Swarm.
The tide of battle has turned. That's the power of comrades in arms.
Comrades in arms!
What? Too sentimental?
It's over! Here's a healing arc!
Damn, you pigs, stop it.
It's over.
Banana, let's go!
Blow away.
Right now!
Take it.
Thunderblade!
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll surpass him.
I wonder when.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Mega Ray!
I'm on it.
Dragon
Swarm.
Excited! Glacial Spear! Here's the Evo! I'll be saving this
You're
one!
mine.
What's up?
Dragon Swarm.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without
No.
you reminding me.
It's over. Radiant Slash. You're finished.
That's weird.
Blow away.
I'm only getting
You're
one now!
mine.
A banana, let's go!
Great.
There must be something wrong with me then, there must be something wrong with me then, because I'm fucking comfortable for some reason. Usually I'm the one that wants it cold as fuck.
That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
It's over. Try harder. My turn. Crush. Dragon Swarm.
Sleep now.
Here we go. You're finished.
Yeah, we can't fight that. That's not happening.
Pull it together, Law.
Sorry, right. I'm calm.
I was overconfident.
You'll pay for that.
Oh, this star is for the dragon. Gotcha. The quest to turn in is here. Let's just teleport here. Am I done with the quest? Defeat 8 masses. I have to defeat 8 of them, am I? Maybe I haven't defeated 8 of them. I thought I did.
Go no further!
Take this! You're finished! I'll run you through! Fang blast! Blow away!
Hear me! Flame of
You're
fury!
mine!
Burn it!
You're finished!
You're evil!
Dragon form!
We got the advantage.
Good. Now we just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause Law's on.
You're finished!
Primed and ready! Thunder
I'm
field!
on it.
Blow away! You're mine!
Seal!
Watch
I'll
this.
be saving this one! Seal!
Green slap!
Reload! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I don't got enough.
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
I gotta have 8 by now. Or not. Huh. Defeat 8 earthen masses near the fields. Oh, was I not in the range? These are
That
guys.
the Zoogle we're looking for?
I won't forgive you!
Come and face me!
Confiscated!
Dragon form!
Fang blast! Hit! More with
Take this! You're finished! Lightning Falcon! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! Now!
All yours!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Lightning orb!
Dragon form!
Eat this! Do it!
Lightning throw! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
That's the last of the Zoogles that were ruining the farm equipment.
There we go.
Thank goodness.
I mean, hey, I get the feeling. But were you really that worried about us winning?
Oh, no. Of course not.
Huh?
Looks like it could be worth something.
Okay,
Yeah.
you did it! Yeah!
All right.
Well...
I really.
2 life bottles worth. Alright, back to town.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Can't go that way.
What's this doing here?
Going that way. Alright, we know where to go now.
Get up on the Hydra's back! Get up on the Hydra's back!
Hey, it's her.
I presume you're Alphen, of Orbis Calaglia? I'm Captain
Get up
Kisara
on the
of
Hydra's
Alphen
back!
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Danon.
So it does. Is that a problem?
The guard.
Get up on the
you're saying
Hydra's
Lord of
back!
Arden Mencia has Danons protecting him?
In this country, Danon guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
That makes no sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person?
And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim.
I feel no shame.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He wishes an audience with you.
With us?
Indeed. He awaits you at Autolina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept.
Get up on the Hydra's
Only as a
back!
messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
All right. We'll meet your lord.
Very well. I shall return and deliver your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Danon laborers.
Nothing else?
There's a Danon medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would want to see us?
It's probably a trap.
Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
Hey, are you sure about going? What if it's a trap?
That's no reason to back out now. That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still has a Renan for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Renan society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
It's the same old wall as the rest of Dana at the end of the day, just with a different coat of paint.
I guess it can change people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's obvious that's what's happening.
On the one hand, her loyalty really did seem to be genuine. But on the other hand, Calaglia had its fair share of Danons who just accepted Renan rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, it can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows? It might clear some things up if we hear what Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
I just don't get it. The Danans have endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renans all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. But I guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years of pain and suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
I just don't get it.
I've been down this way. And we're not allowed to go in there.
I guess that towering structure at the center is the...
Okay, now we go here. Maybe you complete a side quest.
Palace.
You think it's dangerous to go inside?
It's not a question of danger. We're going inside regardless.
Yay! Damn.
We've reached our destination.
Yeah.
Right. No way.
I don't...
Great.
Very... What?
I guess...
Law.
Yeah! Whoa! Is that... Oh, this is bad. Real bad.
Ah!
Just great.
Yes!
New recipe.
Man, that was amazing! No wonder the old man was so gung-ho about it.
See? What did I tell you?
Shionne, you've got sauce on your face.
Hey!
You again. After we parted ways, an urgent petition from the Sinensiri came in. Lord Dohalim is currently busy responding to it. As such, I must ask you to wait until he finishes his business. Alright, once preparation is complete, I'll lead the way.
Pretty fancy place they got here.
There's no way this isn't a trap.
Your guests, my lord.
Thank you, Kisara.
You're the wielder of the blazing sword, the liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur. But where are my manners? I am the ruler of Elda Menencia. I'm Lord Dohalim Ilkaris.
If you know who we are, then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say? You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps, and what if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken in a fair amount of his scent by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused? Soldiers killing for sport? Suffering of any form? I would hazard that you have not. For I have liberated Menencia from its suffering and brought joy to its people. But if these results are not enough to stay your sword... I commend you for your boldness, but it won't work on me. Still, your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
Alphen!
Fair enough. Allow me to host you for dinner. We shall continue our talk then. Kelzelik?
Yes, my lord.
Please escort our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
That's what you get for being so careless.
What I get? What were you thinking attacking him on your own?
What are you upset about? Our whole goal is supposed to be overthrowing the Lords. Remember?
He could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
Hey, you do know that Alphen is really just worried about you, right?
He's worried?
I mean, that's what it looked like to me. But maybe not.
Loose cannon. Nice. Good. Good. Slides and fires into the ground, causing an explosion that launched enemy in the air. That's expensive. Curious about this.
It pains me to see that Renan cuisine isn't to your liking. I asked my chefs to prepare only the finest delicacies available. 2 wasted opportunities.
Why did you set the Danans here free when you took over?
But you are mistaken. You see, I may rule single-handedly, but on my own, even I cannot change the order of things. But what is within my power is the welfare of the people. The fostering of a mutual respect among the classes. This I can change.
Sounds a lot like the Danans are still oppressed, if you ask me.
Only in the sense they continue to serve as laborers, yes. However, I assure you they are fairly compensated for their efforts. This harmony we strive for is the current pinnacle of Renan-Danan coexistence.
Yeah.
Harmony and coexistence.
Jovita finally came up.
The Renans and the Danans.
What about the crown contest? This doesn't exactly make you a shoo-in.
And yet, the Danans here are even more productive than when they used to face daily lashings. In any case, the crown contest is of little importance to me, and even less to Elda Menencia. You see, I have no interest in becoming sovereign.
Stop this! Please! It's over! Stop!
How could you? I swear, I'll never forgive you for this!
Hey, you warned him.
It is not by choice that one assumes the throne of a realm. But sovereign is a different matter entirely. I have no interest in playing their game.
Are you saying you'll withdraw from the contest?
I guess if you don't plan to ascend the throne, there's not much reason to harvest energy from Dahnans, is there?
Let the ambitious fight it out amongst themselves. All I care for is maintaining peace throughout my realm.
So what? Your personal desires are all that matter to you?
Take a look in the mirror. I may not play their games, but you have outright betrayed your own. You've torn down 2 of my fellow lords. What precisely is your aim? Spare me your answer. I care not for your reasons. Suffice it to say, I will not impede you. That said, should you threaten the peace of my realm, I will respond. I suggest you conclude your business and leave Menancia at your earliest convenience. Kelzelik. Our guests depart. Please see to their lodgings for the night.
I shall arrange for rooms for you all at a local inn. It is a short ways down the road. You may stay there for the night, after which I suggest you promptly make your departure.
Damn, look at how ritzy this place is. How many rooms do you think it's got? So you're the Blazing Sword of Calaglia now, huh? Come to think of it, I remember Ganabelt calling you that too.
Yeah, you're getting to be pretty famous among the lords.
Yeah, and that's not a good thing either.
What do you mean? That's something you should be proud of, if anything, Alphen. They're scared of you, man. You're a real badass.
It's not as simple as that, Law. The more well-known he is, the more people might come after him.
No, that's not what I'm worried about.
It isn't?
When people call me that, it feels like there's something hanging over me that shouldn't be there. It's hard to put into words, but it's something that doesn't feel like a part of me. Something I can't let be a part of me. Or else.
Well, I still think it's pretty amazing, but that's just me.
That's not the right way. Treasury. Don't be locked, don't be locked. Fuck.
Do you really think we should trust accommodations from a Renan lord? How do we know it's safe?
Like we have any other choice. We can't go and set up camp outside of town at this hour.
Honestly, I'd still take that over staying here. What if they try to kill us in our sleep?
I doubt that's the case. His best chance to kill us would have been back at the palace. His true intentions aside, for now, at least we're in his good books.
Then we probably shouldn't test his patience. Let's find that inn and check in.
Interesting. All we ever got was a tattered blanket, a rock-hard bed, and well past its prime food.
What are you talking about?
What we got for our slave labor back in Calaglia. As you can tell, it wasn't much at all. Here, the Danans get the same basic amenities, but the quality is way better than anything we were given. Hell, apparently they even get time off to do what they want. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure how to take all this in.
Could it be that things were simply harsher in Calaglia compared to everywhere else?
It was the same in Cyslodia, too. Our buildings and clothing were equipped to handle the cold, but that was the only difference. Working the floodlights was a form of punishment, so we didn't really get rewarded for anything that we did.
Yeah, you could be assigned to fix food or make daily necessities too, but when all was said and done, most of that stuff went to the Renans. There wasn't much in the way of compensation for any of that, so I'd say that Cyslodia and Calaglia were both pretty awful.
Then Elda Menancia really is unusual.
To say the least. Hell, I might even go so far as to call it crazy. But the fact remains, Danans aren't free here.
Yeah, no matter how happy they look, they're still slaves.
I don't even know what to think right now. This is all way too much to deal with. It's giving me a headache. So that was Lord Dohalim, huh? He sure is something. Definitely not like the other lords we've met up until now.
At first, he sounded like just some snobby royal, but he immediately shut down Shion's surprise attack. He's tougher than he looks.
Definitely. After all, he's a lord for a reason.
The food was pretty damn good, too.
Why are you two complimenting him? You just said it yourself, Alphen. He's a Renan lord.
Yeah, but he didn't act hostile towards us.
You're reading him wrong. He's acting indifferent. He's attempting to keep some distance between himself and everyone else. It's obvious.
What are we going to do then? Vicente seems to be legit peaceful. Are we just gonna do as he says and leave things be?
I'm not entirely sure. For now, I think it would be best for us to rest at the inn and think about our options.
Was that a cat? Hang on. That rat is fucked. Or is that two cats? I can't tell. No, that's a rat. Even the cats and rats are at peace. What the fuck is with this city? Hey, I don't have this. I should have that.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Welcome, fair travelers. Lord Dohalim's retainer told us to expect you. It is an honor for you to stay with us. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
This is better than I expected.
Hmm?
The room. It's nice.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It is pretty nice.
Is he drunk?
You okay, La? You're a million miles away.
Nah, it's weird. I felt strange ever since we arrived here. Can't seem to shake it. Maybe it's something about this place.
You're just tired. I'm feeling pretty sluggish myself.
You too?
Seriously, you two? A word to the wise, our work here is far from over. Get yourselves together.
Sorry, but I need to call it a day. Let's meet back here tomorrow morning and see where things go from there. Sound good?
Sure, but keep an eye out for anything strange, okay? We still don't know how safe this place really is. Are you two feeling any better?
Yeah, a good night's sleep seems to have done the trick.
I wonder why we felt so out of it. You think it might have been because of all the food we ate?
You don't think they slipped something into our food, do you? That must be it.
If they were making an attempt on our lives, we'd know it by now. Though, on the other hand, they could be warning us off.
Come to think of it, you didn't eat anything at the meal, Rinwell. Aren't you starving?
Oh, I made myself something later.
You missed out. That was some mighty fancy grub they served yesterday.
What? And give the enemy a chance to poison me too? Are you crazy?
What's the big deal? Shion ate it too, remember? And we both tried the same stuff.
Well, maybe they laced it with poison that's only harmful to Danins, hmm?
That's enough, Rinwell.
A cat? Where'd it come from?
There's something on its collar. Hold on a sec.
I think it's trying to lead us somewhere.
I'm gonna follow it.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
What's up, Simp? How you doing, man? Follow the cat.
There it is!
Stay close. We're gonna lose it.
What's gotten into you, Law?
This might be the lead we've been waiting for.
Seriously?
Yeah. Some people train animals to act as messengers. They don't attract attention, see?
And you think that someone might be using that cat? To reach out and send us a message or something?
I could be wrong, but it's possible.
I'm impressed. I would never have thought of that.
I should know. We used to use them in Cyslodia.
She's so adorable.
So, that black cat, do you think it works for someone?
I'm sure it does. It wouldn't try to lead us around like that if somebody didn't train it to.
I wouldn't know. I've never had one myself. If I did, it'd probably try to eat poor Hootle.
I wonder who they are, though. I doubt this is Dohalim's work.
Yeah, he has no reason to do this. Although we can't rule out that it might be one of his lackeys either.
You think one of his subordinates is up to something?
That Dohalim guy is a pretty unusual character for a Renan, let alone for a lord. It's hard for me to imagine that they all agree with what he's doing. Maybe one of them plucked up the courage to go rogue.
Well, let's head further in. I'd like to figure out at least one of the mysteries of this place.
Hello. Am I blind?
Where do you think it's trying to lead us?
Who knows? We should hurry. We don't want to lose it.
Whoever came up with this is pretty damn clever.
Yeah, it just looks like an ordinary cute cat.
We lost sight of the cat.
After the chase it's led us on, There's gotta be something up ahead.
Let's go farther in.
I get that underground forests aren't exactly something you see every day, but I really could have done without any Zeugles running around.
You said it. I get the city up top surrounded by castle walls, but now I won't be able to sleep easy knowing they're lurking underneath.
You have nothing to fear. Zeugles work for the Renans. There might be strays out here, but the other Zeugles won't let them get close.
Using Zeugles to keep watch over their own kind, huh? That would explain why we're not seeing any guards.
Yeah, which makes it that much easier for someone to hide around here, too.
Underground forest. Sounds weird. It doesn't look underground.
Sorry, Shion. My foot slipped. Are you all right?
I should be asking you. What am I saying? Of course you're okay. It's easy to forget sometimes. If anybody else had been in your place, they'd be howling right about now.
Huh? Oh, right. You mean your thorns. Yeah, I'm, no worse for wear over here. Again, sorry for brushing you like that without warning.
Well, just be careful. Hey, Alphen?
Hmm?
Forget it. It's nothing. I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, okay.
What's with those two?
They like each other, but no one has the guts to say anything. Why is it so hard in anime to tell people you like each other?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I'm like bait to them.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
They dumb. It's like every anime. It's super hard to tell someone you like them.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Now! It's over! I'll be saving this one!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Dragon Storm! Blow away!
Nicely done.
He's pissed.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice. Killed all three.
I think I'm getting stronger.
The reason the trees around here are so big is because of astral energy, right?
It's possible, but give them enough time and trees can get pretty big on their own
Is there anywhere else to go? I don't think so.
without any extra help.
Phew, what a rush.
Get lost! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Radiant Blast! I'm not done! You're mine! It's over!
Here I go! Eat this!
Blew away! Do it! Take this! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Titanium vambrace. Nice. We needed that. I can make a weapon for somebody. I think it's a book.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off! That freaking does it! Watch it! You're mine!
Let's get you all tucked away.
This could be useful.
Lots of ladders. It's like this way's a dead end, though. Whee!
Right, here goes! Take this! I'll run you through! You're mine! This one's all mine! Dazzle! Here I come! You're finished! Line free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
That's no sooner said than done.
I'm on it! I'll run you through! Here I come! It's over!
Glacial spear.
I'm on it!
Here's evil.
You're mine!
Freeze
It's
laser.
over! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummel.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Bam!
We managed to pull through.
No choice. You're mine! It's over! I'll end you! Radiant Flash! Take this!
My timing on that is always so slow.
No escape! I'm on!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
Alright, down or up? Benny, down or up? Down. Alright.
There.
Gone! Here I come! Eat this! You're finished! I'll run you through!
Lara ray.
Raining!
Lightning orb.
Here I come!
Dance in the wind.
I'm not done! Dragon Form! Try harder! My turn!
Gemini Aqua.
Strike! Dragon Swarm! Blow away!
Dude, that dodge looks cool, I ain't gonna lie.
I guess you had
It was like right over his vine.
Shame you're not like that all the time. There's more where that came from.
You choose right? Looks like a dead end.
Careful, we don't want to fall here.
Yeah, I doubt anyone would hear if we even called for help.
I don't think people flattened into pancakes can call for help anyway. Little help.
You're mine! You're finished! I'm on it! Come one, come all! Here I come!
Light astral energy.
Lightning Thrust!
Where are you going?
You got flyers!
I've got this. We're in the home stretch, guys.
What you said?
Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
It's over! Rising Falcon! Burn
You're
it
most
down!
comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off! Dragon Swarm!
That was a nice combo.
I can feel my precision improving.
Good choice, Vinny. Good choice.
Hey, new equipment!
Woo!
Guess I misread the landing.